Whoa, hold on a second. But I thought Yeezys were dead. That Kanye was overhyped, only same colorways, only the same versions, the same silhouettes. Are you telling me that's not the case? Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Thanks a lot for stopping by once again. I'm your host, my name is Devagaro, and today we're gonna have a very special review. It's been a while since I haven't done a review around Yeezy and Adidas, so I thought that what better timing than now. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, so stick around. All right, so let's go guys. We have the box right here. Everything looks on point. Adidas on the top, Adidas on the side. Perfect, looks great. And I thought it might make sense to do this together because I want you guys to have my reaction as I open them. It's completely sealed, untorn. I got these for retail. I was able to get them on the Confirmed app, and frankly, this is the sneaker you want to hit on retail, and you'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment. So let me stop yapping and blabbing, and let's take a look at these sneakers right now. Oh, woo-hoo-hoo! Yes, some of you guys might have guessed what the box is, so let's keep going. Okay, great. As you can see, the box is pretty small. It's not a huge Adidas box, so you can imagine that it's not going to be a huge Adidas or Yeezy. I already gave you a clue right there. Sneakers, so let me just go ahead and unveil them for you. You guys are seeing them before I am, okay? So that's how much I love all of you. As you can see, let's turn it around. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Foam runners for you guys, and let's have a look at them. Okay, so I know that they did a little bit of a different thing now with the whole Yeezy boxing. It seems like it's an inverted Yeezy box with all of the branding that you would typically see on the exterior. It's all inside. Aside from, let's see, there's a barcode just on the lateral side. Maybe you guys can see it right there. And it's not one of those pull and see boxes that we're so accustomed with Yeezy. It's a flip over box. And we have each one of the shoes or sneakers is packed separately. So let's start with one. And these are so light, guys. These are very, very light. Beautiful. So, as maybe you guys can see here, let me show you the inside of the box. We have the tag right in the middle. I don't know how people who stock these are going to, or sell these like bulk or whatever, like for retail. Not for retail, but you guys know what I mean. Someone with a store. It must be a little bit hard to keep track of these. So as you can see, you have the RNNR for runners, and then we have the foam on the lid. Just beautiful. All right, so let's just place the box here on the side, and let's look at these. Let me take a moment to process this, all right? So far, so good. I can just say beautiful, beautiful. Obviously, as you can see, it's a one piece sneaker. Altogether, it's pretty much EVA combined with harvested algae. We do know that Kanye had told us a few years ago that he did envision the Yeezy brand transitioning into a more sustainable company. And we can see them reflected right here. As I was saying, this is a combination of EVA foam and algae that they harvested, I understand, in Cody, Wyoming. But there's a little controversy in terms of if all of the foam runners are actually containing algae. Anyways, let's jump into it. So first thing I know is that it looks a lot marbled. It looks like marble, you know, so it's, to me, when I look at this sneaker, it seems like a work of art, to be very honest. And, you know, you can just see like splatters here and there and just like brush strokes all over, without being that meticulous or that perfectionist. So I do like the creativity that we have in terms of the visuals. All right, that's the first impression. The second thing that I do like is, you know, if you look at it from the rear, from the back, it looks like a very sturdy sneaker. As you can see, it incorporates a very aerodynamic design. I just love this sneaker. It looks super cool. This time around, I'm gonna break my own rule and we're gonna start from the rear. As you can see, the back heel foam goes all the way, it rises all the way up to the Achilles heel. Then it down slopes on the contouring the ankles, and then it just has a slope up once again. So that's all very cool. And then you have this, it looks like a Nerf football. For you guys in Europe or anywhere that, you know, you didn't grow up in the States, Nerf is a football made out of foam. So moving on, as you can see, it has a combination of two tones. We have the MXT moon gray colorway, which is this grayish or ash type of tone. And then we also have this light brown color, you know, which actually creates that marble look. We have towards the front, or actually let me start over here. So we have three different holes, big ones over here to give it flexibility. And then we have smaller holes here on the lateral side. And you can also see that it has it has holes, but they're along three different stripes for Adidas. That's a very subtle design, little detail. I really love it. And then we have two additional holes in the front towards your pinky or small toes. Then we have on top, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 different little, let's say, cracks or little dentures there, and with additional holes to give it breathability. The same story happens all over again on the internal side. Then if we look inside the sneaker, well, first of all, you know, it's pretty flexible. I was hearing that, you know, it's not that flexible, that it's stiffer, but it's extremely flexible. You can sense like ridges in, you know, in the insole, which is not an insole. It's, you know, there's no insole there. It's just the, you know, the bottom section side of where, you know, you just land your foot. Then we also have a little sticker there on the inside, on the arch of the foam runners, with all of your fit and sizing depending on your region. So that is pretty cool. In terms of the production, for all of you sneaker aficionados and enthusiasts, they were produced in December of last year, so December of 2020. These are made in China. I had heard a lot of talk about foam runners being produced in the US. I do know that the Ararat, which was the OG version that dropped last year in summer, those were made in the US, so these haven't. Not really sure why. Now we make our way down to the outsole, and the first thing I notice is that a very similar outsole to the Yeezy 700s. So you have these potholes like in between all over, and this is the equivalent of the Yeezy 700s, where you could see through those, let's say, potholes, and you could peek into the boost. Obviously there's no boost on these, and it just looks really cool. Now, the only thing though that I gotta say, the only place where you can see Adidas aside from the sticker that you have on your arch inside the sneaker is Adidas branding right here in the heel. So right here inside the heel, that pothole right there, you can see Adidas branding. That's the only place where you'll see Adidas branding in the whole sneaker, which again is just so dope. Now that's something that I've been noticing about this pair is I had heard that the majority of the MXT Moon Gray colorway was going to be part of the upper side, and then the bottom section of the sneaker would be mostly this light brown. With my pair, it's marbled almost throughout. So that happens in the outsole, that happens on both sides, external and interior, in the rear section as well, inside the sneaker. The only section that almost doesn't have anything at all is just this, this cusp over here on the forefoot. But then aside from that, it's pretty much marbled all over. But you know what? I dig it, guys. It's great. Now let's go ahead and talk about a very tricky subject, which is sizing. As we all know, Yeezy has a very funky way of sizing its shoes. And we do know as well that we should go half a size up, at least with the 350s, 380s, 450s, 700s less so, but definitely at least you should go half a size up with 350s and 380s. So having said that, number one, you got to know that the foam runners do not come in half sizes. It's only a full size, either up or down. The second thing you need to know is that especially if you're in Europe, not if you're in the States. And if you're in the States, let's say you will still have the 13, 12, all that. But if you are in Europe, that's where it gets a little tricky, because the sizing structure is not exactly the same as what you have for 350s and 700s and 380s, etc. Let me share with you guys a very quick example to better illustrate this. Let's say size 13, which is my size. In Europe, for the foam runners, this is going to be the equivalent of 48.5. But if you go to any of your 350 V2 boxes, 13 is not 48.5. It is going to be 48. For me, the Yeezy foam runners fit true to size. And quite frankly, I think that they're more aligned with the sizing of the Yeezy slide. So if you have a Yeezy slide that fits good, I would order it in the same exact size. Otherwise, I think that a true to size should be fine. But if you're in doubt, guys, I would always suggest going half a size up instead of going half a size down. So good luck with that. And now the time has arrived to throw these on feet, go for a test ride, so you guys can have a closer look. Let's get it. When it gets to pricing, the foam runners retail at $80 US in the States and 80 euros here in Europe. That's pretty unbelievable and remarkable for two reasons. Number one is it's a Yeezy design at the end of the day. Number two, and I think the even most important one, is that this is a high quality product. Why do I say that? I say that for a few reasons. Number one, I've heard great reviews. I haven't heard one person say that these are, uncomfortable or that they fall apart, etc. But I've heard everybody even change their minds. They were not really feeling them, but after trying them, they're now just in love with the sneakers. And the other reason is because for the most part of a year now, I've been rocking my slides, my Yeezy slides, which are made out of, for the most part, the same material. And those things are extremely comfy, mad comfy, guys. So I'm expecting the same exact thing here on these. I know that in the next few months of spring and summer, there's gonna be some more drops, a lot more drops from Yeezy, from courtesy of Yeezy Mafia. He dropped a calendar with approximate release dates for what are gonna be the next silhouettes and colorways of the Yeezy lineup. Pretty interesting stuff. One more thing that's very important to discuss is the aftermarket price. Right now, these are going for around 400 euros in the aftermarket, or even more. However, I've noticed that the smaller sizes, very interesting, smaller sizes are doing a lot worse in terms of resale. So that's a good thing if you are on the buy side. If you have a smaller foot, you're going to be benefited by that. But the bigger sizes, let's say starting around 12 or 13 to 15, those are the ones that are going for more money at this point in time. I would say that these are just going to keep going up unless there are restocks. I think that there's going to be at least one more or a couple more of foam runners to drop in the first half of this year. However, I think that this is such a great product that it's just going to keep going up. So if you're interested, have a look, inform yourself, and make a decision whether or not you want to go for one of these. In terms of a release, the MXT Moon Gray Yeezy foam runners released in tandem with the Sand colorway, which is very similar to the Ararat OG foam runners. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you very much if you made it all the way to this point. I really appreciate you guys. And remember, we have a 300 subscribers goal by the end of March, and we're almost there. I gotta say thanks so much for all of your help. And remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know, are you feeling the foam runners, or are they a pass, or are they too expensive, or you know what, you think that they're a good alternative to the Ararats, which are just super crazy, mad expensive by this point. So let me know what your thoughts are. I would really look forward to hearing from you guys. And now you have been officially briefed, and we can declassify the Yeezy foam runners in the MXT Moon Gray colorway. And don't forget, always fresh, never stress. Until next time.